he too aggressive? Was he too strong? Or are you just making excuses? I know a man, my God, lives inside of me. This is the same God that lives inside of you. If he did it for my mentor, HFX educator D.L. Woods, he can do the same for me. If he did the exact same thing for Chairman 750, David Benitier, who had less than what I had when I started, he can do the same for me. So if you're lacking the confidence, if you don't know where you're going, if you're confused about this business, you don't know who lives inside of you. Because the Bible says he can do exceedingly. Oh, y'all read that Sunday morning too? Ain't no heathens in the house tonight.
Believing that you can is way more profitable than believing that you can. Peace and love.
Thank you. Make some noise.
Grab the pips by the waist, bust it down for the trade, put the profits in my face, drop it low, that's...
Hey, let's go. Look, I hope y'all catching it. I hope y'all catching it. I just wanted to put a little bit of success in front of your face, put a little bit of belief in front of your face. Right? Understand it don't matter where you come from. You got people that came from the bottom that went to the top. You got people that came from the top and went even higher. You got people that are leaving NASA to go ahead and run a business. You got people that literally came from nothing, but decided to run the play that was given to them, right? Not make excuses, not talk about what's not working. If you focus on what's not working, it's gonna keep not working, right? This entire business, this entire thing that we're doing is built off of you building yourself, right? And this doesn't matter what you do. It's not even just about this, because I was thinking about this when I started my track career. I was thinking about this when I started my own business. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. It starts with you building yourself. It starts with you putting yourself in a position to be around other people that have or are headed the same direction that you want to go. You know, the beautiful thing, it was one of my old coaches back in high school, right? He was an older gentleman, and I don't even know if he's still around. I gotta look for him. But this guy, his name was Bill Summer. He was a legend where he was from, right? And he would come back to our high school. He would coach the pole vault. He would coach, some different things. And he used to say this thing all the time. He said, Javon, you're gonna be really great once you leave high school, right? And why do you say that, right? And I was really good in high school, like not taking anything away from high school, top 3 in the state. And the 2 people that beat me were like Olympians, so we're not even gonna worry about all that, right? And we talking about when they was 18 years old, like Olympians, like. But at the time, he was like, "You're gonna thrive. You're gonna do so much better once you leave this environment." Right? Why? Because he knew when you're in school, when you're in high school, it's a different mentality of people that you're around. People will say, oh, I did sports in high school. I did this, I did that. But the reality is they participated. They didn't actually make that their priority, right? Some people did it just to wear the colors. Some people did it just to get the guy or to get the girl. Some people did it just to be around a group of people because maybe they didn't have anywhere else to go or anything else to do. But some people did it because that was their passion, right? Some people did it whether they were the best at it or whether they were okay at it, because that's the thing that they truly believe that they wanted to be good at, that they wanted to take it to the next level. And those people, those individuals are always the minority. The people that just want to do it just to do it, that's the majority of people. That's the customers inside this organization. Majority of people in your business are going to be customers, people that are doing it just to do it, people that are doing it because it sounded cool, people that are doing it because they seen somebody else doing it. Oh, I can make some money over there. But guess what? They don't have the discipline to actually get to the level that they see other people getting to. They don't have right? Oh, take this back to high school. People would join the team because, right? Guys would join because it's guys and girls. Girls would join because it's guys and girls, right? They want to be around the other sex. They want to be around that environment. They hear about how fun the different track meets are. But guess what? When it's time to go to the big event, when it's time to go to the invitational, right? All those people that join just to be around everybody else, guess who's not going to those track meets? All the people. Why? Because it's a select group of people that get to ride the bus. It's a select group of people that get to make it to the championship. It's a select group of people that even get a chance to qualify for that level. So first you got to be in the group of people that even get to ride the bus. And then off the people that ride the bus doesn't mean you're necessarily the best, right? But then after you ride the bus, you actually have to qualify to get to the next meet. You can't go to conference and say, oh, I've been on the team all year, I'm going to make county. No, you got to actually qualify for that next level. You can't go to the district meet and expect to make it to regionals just because you showed up. You actually have to go out there and compete. You have to go against other people. You have to put what you've been doing the entire season to the test, right? And based on your performance is going to determine if you can make that next trip. Based on your performance at that next trip is going to determine if you make it to the next level. What does that look like in the business? Well, you came on as a customer. You got excited because somebody told you were going to make money in minutes. You were going to make money while you sleep, right? Maybe you didn't even know what you were doing, but you just wanted to follow somebody that, you know, you're around. But the reality is, it comes a point where you got to qualify to start making the income that everybody's talking about. And when we say qualify as far as being coachable, right? Qualify as far as when you're told to take the trade, you take the trade, right? When you're told to practice proper risk management, you practice proper risk management, right? When you're told to stay out of the market at a certain time, you stay out of the market. When you're told how much to fund your account with, how to navigate and grow that account, you follow everything to a T, not just the way that you feel it should be followed, right? When we're talking about the business, if you're building your business, when you're building that thing to the next level, you're following the blueprint that was laid out for you 100% to the T, because the moment something doesn't work, did it not work or did you skip a step? Did it not work or did you try to interject something that you felt should work? And then you go back and realize, I've never made 6 figures. I've never made 7 figures. So how am I going to go ahead and have an idea for myself on how we should get to that next level? When I came on as an athlete, right? Our coach, when I got to that next level, when I got to college, you know what our coach used to say, right? First of all, my coach from high school was right, because when we got to that next level, you're surrounded by people who want to be there, people who qualified to get to that next level. But guess what? Every new level is a new devil, right? Every new level has new challenges. When I got to college, there's still people around that didn't necessarily want to be there. There's still people around that's just there for the looks, that's just there for the scholarship, that's just there, you know, to check a box. Not everybody wanted to be a conference champion. Not everybody wanted to make it to the national championship. That wasn't everybody's goal. So even when you get to that next level, guess what? You hit chairman. Not everybody's goal is to go chairman 750. Not everybody's goal is to go chairman 100. Not everybody's goal is to maintain that for long periods of time. So you got to understand that everybody has different goals. So you got to up your level of belief. You got to up your level of what it is that you even want from the beginning. And every season, whether it was high school, whether it was college, at the beginning and the end of the season, we're meeting with the coach. Coach, this is what we want to do for this season. These are my goals for myself. And then the coach is going to communicate their goals. And then as you go through that season, you now have to find that place where your goals are in alignment with what the coach's goals are for you. Because if the coach is training you for the championship meet and you're saying, I just want to keep my scholarship, right? The workouts that you're going to be doing are not going to be equivalent to what it is that you said that you wanted. It might be too hard for the level of success that you expect, right? But if you communicate what you're there for, the coach says, well, hey, look, you need to at least get this, that, and the third. You don't need to be the champion, but you need to at least do this, that, and the third to go ahead and earn your spot to be here next year. Then you got to go ahead and realize, okay, this is my assignment. This is what I need to do if I want to keep my goals, right? we gotta find that level of what I need to do versus what the coaches might want. And then when you go past that, you go take it a little bit further, understand that when you get to that next level, you become a professional. Guess what? It's the same thing over and over again. Some people are just trying it out. Some people are doing it because they can. Some people really want to make it to that next level. So you always got to evaluate the people that you're around, the things that you're listening to, because at the end of the day, time is not waiting for you, right? Time is not waiting for you. You got to go out there and experience the things that you need to get the results it is that you want to get, okay? You got to put yourself in that environment. You got to put yourself around the right people. But guess what? Like Coach said, when I got to college, the environment was different. The times were different because I'm around people that want to be there. I'm around coaches that this is their life. When I graduated, when I'm traveling, when I'm doing different things, I'm around people that this is what they do. So if that's what I want to do, if that's what I say I want to do, I'm now around the right crowd. And you'll find out very quickly who really wants to be there and who's just playing around, who shows up every day and who shows up sometimes. When you get on the track, when it's time for that race, you'll find out who's been putting in the work and who's been slacking off during the week, who's been putting in the time after hours. Because I don't care what you do in life, somebody can't do all the work for you. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. It doesn't matter. Even when you're talking about, hey, look, I'm going to get on the session, I'm going to make money with the educators. They still can't click the button for you. You still got to click the button. You still got to show up to the call, right? I don't care who you follow. You might follow an educator that's on 3 days a week. That's 3 days that you need to show up for your success. They might be on 5 days a week. That's 5 days that you need to show up for your success. You say, well, I really want to learn this. Go through the academy. You can't want to learn it and not go through the academy. You can't want to, have a big portfolio and not follow the people that's showing you how to build that portfolio. You can't want to have that store and not go through the education to actually get that stuff done, right? Whatever it is that you want on this platform, ECX, DCX, HFX, FRX, doesn't matter, right? IBO, every single lane has a blueprint that you need to follow to get to that next level, okay? And if you want to get there, if you want to take the express route, the express route is going to be designed around you being around people that are going that same direction. They don't even have to have the results that you want right now. The people that you're following should have the results, right? The people that you're following should have the results, but the team that you surround yourself around, they just need to have the same vision. They just need to have the same goals. That's what's going to allow you guys to gain momentum, right? My freshman year, our school hadn't won a conference championship in 10 years before we won our first conference championship. I didn't need to be around people that were already champions. I needed to be around people with the championship mindset, with people that wanted to go out there and win, with people that had that fight in them, right? Out of everybody on the team, the year we won the championship, I want to say it was 7 of us that made a majority of all the points. It wasn't the whole team. It was a portion of the team, but guess what? Everybody gets to celebrate. Everybody gets to get the rings. Everybody gets to say that we're conference champions. Everybody gets to say that we were at practice putting in the work with those guys, but it doesn't matter who actually scores the points, right? You want to do your part. You got to be there. Even if you didn't score a point, maybe you edged somebody out so the other team couldn't score a point. You still played a role, right? You still knocked somebody else out of the finals. It doesn't matter, but you got to play your role. You got to figure out what that role is and be around people that are going to be moving that same direction so you can get the results that you want. If you're trading, be around the traders, right? Be around the educators. Be inside the information. It's beautiful. Mr. Kurt Cobain was live. I'm listening to the educators are teaching you the same stuff we're talking about here. Their mindset, the books that they're reading, taking notes, making sure you're inside the information, not just watching it, being inside of it and studying each and every single day, right? Actually writing it out, going over the same thing over and over. That's how you start to get the results it is that you want, not just by coming to these calls, not just by, doing that stuff. That stuff is important, but are you taking notes, right? How do we get the information to have these calls? Because we're taking notes from somebody else, from other people who have the results. And I love showing Matt's $2 million night because he had his account at 10 million, but for him to have that $2 million night, he followed somebody else who also had results. It wasn't his results that night. It was his level of coachability that allowed him to hit that next level, right? So what's your level of coachability right now? Who are you following? Number one, identify that. Am I listening to every single instruction that they've given, right? Every single instruction. And if not, take a step back, identify where are the gaps. What did they tell me to do? What have I done so far? Then you'll have a nice little list of what you haven't done. That's what you need to do to get to that next level. Whatever that thing is, it doesn't matter. It does not matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter if you think it's not going to work. You need to come to the realization that they have a result that I don't have. And if I want this to work, that's the thing that I need to do. Right? My freshman year, the coach literally said, freshmen do not have a voice. Y'all cannot talk. Like literally go out there. I don't care if you've been to this meet your whole high school career. Go out there as if you're brand new. Don't ask questions during this meeting. You're going to follow the schedule that we have planned out for you guys, and you're going to run. After you've been there, you've been here for a year, by the time we get to next year, guess what? You can now talk to people about your experience. You can now have an idea about what you felt when you were there. But until that happens, guess what? I've been here. I've done this before, years at a time. I've dealt with previous freshmen. I've dealt with people in this situation. So if you have a question, right, ask your question, but don't try to change the blueprint because you've never been here, right? You haven't had the results. My coach had a laundry list of results, laundry lists of All-Americans and Olympians, everything that he created over the years. So what do I look like as an 18, 19-year-old coming out there and telling him what I think I should be doing to get to that next level? Now, we can have a conversation about what might work for me, blah, blah, this and that. But at the end of the day, you got to listen to somebody else. And most people, the reality is, maybe if you're not an athlete, maybe if you've never been in that arena where you had to have a coach, there's people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old that have never listened to somebody else, that have never put themselves in a position where I'm going to follow somebody else, where I'm comfortable asking questions, where I'm in a position where I can go to somebody for help. They think life is meant to be lived alone. They think I'm going through it, and if it's not working right now, I'll get to it eventually. And they've been living their whole life like that. You don't have to live life that way. You have people that you can talk to about your experiences. And I'm not talking about people that you grew up with, somebody that you respect or anything like that. I'm talking about people with the results it is that you really want. You want to run fast? What's up? Let's talk, right? You want to lose some weight? Let's have a conversation. You want to talk about making your first 7, 8 figures? Let's listen to the people that's doing it. We have an opportunity to even get on calls with them. Some of you might even have some of their personal phone numbers, right? But the reality is, if you're not listening to the person that can help you get to 5 figures, that can help you get to 6 figures, you're not going to listen to the person that's going to help you get to 7 and 8 figures, right? It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. I don't care what you're selling, what you're doing, what type of business you're running. I know a guy that runs $1 million business, and he said for his first couple of years, even though we were bringing in millions of dollars in revenue, we still were barely breaking even. People think that just doing something else, this formula is going to change. It's not different. This is all aspects of life. Okay? So definitely understand, follow that voice, put yourself around the people that have the results it is that you want, right? Make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you're actually in this information. Make sure you're studying it and understand that time is not waiting for you. You got to go out there, get what it is that you want. Be coachable, be teachable. It's easy to say I'm teachable and coachable till it comes to the blueprint. Till they say risk 3%, you risk 10%. Till they say, look, build your list of 100 people, go ahead, contact those people. You build your list, you talk to 20 people, right? It's easy to say I'm teachable and coachable till it comes time to withdraw and you don't withdraw. It's easy to say I'm teachable and coachable till something happens, till real life happens, and you look up and say, I didn't follow that blueprint. And then you have a choice. You can quit and never get the result it is that you want. Go back on all the things that you wrote on your I'm so happy and grateful now card, or you can keep going and start following the blueprint. What do most people do? Most people quit because it didn't work the way they wanted it to work, not the way that it was designed to work. Let me say that again. Most people quit anything. I'm not even talking about this, anything. Why do people quit working out? Because they couldn't work out the number of days the way that they wanted to. I talked to somebody last week. They said, yeah, I've been walking every day for the last couple months. I'm not understanding why I'm not losing weight. You're walking? Okay, cool. That's a good start. And I can see how you lost weight the first month with that because you haven't done anything before. But if you're walking the same distance every single day for months at a time, there's no progress. The body has adapted. The body knows what that feels like. It has become part of your daily routine. There's no shock to it. There's no advancement. You're not growing. That's the same thing you have to grow to a new level to get new results. You got to do something different. If you do this, I don't care what type of workout you do, even me as a track athlete, if I go out there and run the same distance every single day, I'm not going to get faster. My form's not going to get better. I got to focus on the basics, but the basics is a lot more than one thing. Okay? You can't eat one thing every day and expect to be like, you need different nutrients. You need different nutrients for your body. Right? So if you wouldn't treat your body that same way, if you wouldn't treat working out that same way, don't treat the business the same way. Imagine talking to the same list of 10, 20 people every single day for the next 3 months. Is your business going to grow? You built a list one time, day one. You only talk to those people. Well, I talked to so-and-so, they haven't responded yet. Okay, did you talk to somebody else? Like, if I talked to Kenneth and Kenneth said no, and I keep talking to Kenneth for the next 3 months and he keeps saying no, I'm working. I think I'm doing a lot. I think I'm doing some pretty good work. But if he's the only person I'm talking to, even when he says yes, guess what? I got one person now. I don't have a pipeline. I don't got nothing because I was only focused on one person. Right? Go through your entire list. Entire list. And then go to your social media. Right? The blueprint is there. Everything is there for you to win on every single side of. Look, not everybody trades. Here we do. In this organization, we do. In this organization. You got some of the top traders in the entire company here. Right? You have some of the best strategies in the world right here. It all works. Pick one, stick to it, and let's get these results. Right? I don't care what side of the platform you're on. Pick something, get results with it, run the play, and let's go out there and win. Right? It's Residual Friday. Let this be the last time that you don't get a paycheck. If you didn't get a paycheck. And shout out to every single person that gets a paycheck. Right? But let today be the last day that you don't. Some of you people, some people on here are literally 2, 3, 4 people away from the next rank. And I'm not even talking about P150. I'm talking about P600, P1000, P2000. You're really only 7 to 10 people away from chairman. But you need somebody with the same mentality that's going to go out there, just want to impact a couple lives. Just a couple, just a few. A few friends, few family members, few people that, want to hop on and make some money a few days a week. That want to help a couple of their friends and family make some money every week. If you can focus on the few, the many will come. Right? The many will come. There's a lot of customers There's a lot of customers. There's a lot of people that just get started. Not a lot of people truly see the vision. Be one of the people that sees the vision. All right. So that's all we got for you guys today. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys. 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead, pack those calls out, right? Another opportunity to go ahead, grow your business. What do you say to people that say, I'll wait till you see come up first, then I'll get on? Awesome. Awesome. I got 3 top spots. I wanted to give you one, right? But I'm building this business with or without you. I'm going to be making money trading with or without you. Right, Paris' favorite word. But look, I'm going to get the results. But I'd rather you get the results with me. You're just telling me that you don't believe that I do, especially if it's somebody you know. So do you think I'm not going to get results? Is that why you're saying you want to see me get results first? Because I'd rather go get the results with you. That's like a friend telling you to go see a movie, right? Hey, you want to go see a movie? Nah, you go see the movie first. Let me know how it was, and maybe I'll go back with you. I don't want to see the movie again. What? I don't want to go see the movie. You can go after I see the movie. Hey, the movie was good. Oh, you trying to go tomorrow? Nah, I got some other stuff to do. But you can go see it. It was a good movie. It was good. I think you'll like it. But guess what? I don't know if you're gonna like it. I know I liked it. And maybe it don't matter. Maybe I didn't like it. That still don't got nothing to do with how you're gonna feel about it. It doesn't. If you went with me, we could have watched it together. And even if you were with me, guess what? I might have liked it. You might have not liked it. Either you want it or you don't. My results are not going to, I think that's one that Charles used a long time ago. My results don't pay your bank account. When this works for me, right? When I have my first $100,000, $2,000 day, that's not going to make you $1,000 because you're still going to have to start from square one. Let's say it took me 2-3 months to have that first $1,000 day. You get started today. Now you expect that you're going to make $1,000, but you didn't want to fund your trade account. You didn't want to show up to the live calls. You're asking me questions that I learned from the video, but you don't want to watch the video because you think I should teach it to you now. Have a real conversation with people. Awesome. So you asking me to teach it to you, or you just want to learn this thing together? Get them on the phone with me. We can have a conversation. But look, that's all we got for y'all. Feel free. Hey, I love it. Ask questions. But yeah, let's go out there. Just like yesterday, you got about an hour and a half. Let's go ahead, pack this thing out, right? Bev's going to do an amazing job. I believe it's Bev and Jasmine, or it's just Bev, one of the two. Either way, 2 o'clock is going to be lit, right? 2 o'clock is going to be lit. Let's pack that call out. Then 8 o'clock, let's close out this Friday with a bang. Let's everybody hit new ranks, hit new levels, have money that you can go ahead and load in your trade account so you can get this thing going, right? Put yourself in position to get to that next level. And whatever it is that you're doing, if you're a trader, go ahead, binge watch the videos, right? Binge watch the education. Put yourself in a position. Don't go home. Don't come home and watch TV and then say, I want to make 6 figures trading. It doesn't add up. Spend your 5 to 9 after your 9 to 5 on your personal growth, your personal development, building yourself so you can become a person to increase, so you can start seeing the results in your trade account and wherever else it is that you want to see it. All right.